Hello everyone, welcome to this class of Python Pandas for data analysis where we are trying to learn how to connect MySQL to Python Pandas. For this you should either have XAMPP installed in your computer. When XAMPP is running in your computer you should run Apache and MySQL, and when you will click on MySQL admin, then PHP MyAdmin will open. So here simply PHP MyAdmin will open. Okay. In your local host, your IP address or server address is 127.0.0.1, and if you will see a database that is called trading DB, this is nothing but the Northwind database. So you will be able to connect with this database with the help of Python Pandas. We can also host our database on a live server. So you can see on the live server, the server address is sql.freedb.tech, and here the username and password are also given. So, and it is available on phpmyadminonline.com. So you can use phpmyadminonline.com, and from there you can simply go and create an account and host your data there. So if you will go to phpmyadminonline.com, you will be able to use this. You can also install MySQL Workbench in your computer. MySQL Workbench is a software which can help you connect to your remote or local databases. Here you just need to create a connection. Whenever you have to create a connection, you will need host, user, password and database name. HUPD. So here just name your connection. Let's say we are naming it as TradingDB class, then your host name, and then you have to use your username and use password. If you want to install MySQL Workbench, you can install it from the official website. Here you also have FreeDB, so you can use that. And similarly, so here you can see it is failed to connect. So we have to check the reason why it's failed to connect. So we will enter the host name without this and then password and test the connection. Save password in vault, and now you can see we have successfully made. So obviously this is something that you can also do and create an account there, and from there you can get your credentials. Otherwise you can use the local host, that is you can install your MySQL database in your XAMPP also. Once you have connected, when you will go to MySQL Workbench, so you need to have your tables there. So whenever someone will give you a database, so they will obviously install the tables and everything, and there you can run your queries. So you can run your queries and test whether you are getting the correct data. Always use correct command, that use the database and then run the query. So here you can see, we can see all the customers data here. So select a star from products will give you the products data. So this way you can do that. So you can, and in PHP MyAdmin online, you can use your host server. So obviously we are using the freedbtech.tech host. So from there you can copy, and you can create a password. So obviously when you will enter the correct details, you will see that this is PHP MyAdmin online, and you can see what user, what IP address, everything is something that you can see there. From here also you can see your databases. If you will click on category, you will see the category ID. If you will see customers, you will see customer ID. company name, contact title, address, city, region, everything there. Okay. So that's why this is a very useful database. It is called Northwind database. And on our channel, you will find many videos about this database because it is very good for learners. So either using MySQL Workbench, you can explore your database, or using PHP MyAdmin, you can explore your database. This is what usually we do. But for data analysis purpose, we have to connect it with Google Colab or Python. So for Python, we will run Google Colab. If you don't want to run Google Colab, you can also install Anaconda Navigator. So here you will get a cloud hosted Jupyter notebook, and here you will connect to Google Cloud, and you can see the connection is in progress. Once the connection is made, you will see some RAM and disk there. So from there, first thing you will do, import pandas as PD. Then you have to import the MySQL connector library. So and import mysql.connector as MySQL, or you can import it directly. Here you might see an error that no module name MySQL. So in Jupyter Notebook, you can use pip install MySQL hyphen connector to install the library. So whatever module you need to add, just write exclamation sign and then use pip install MySQL dash connector. Now once you have installed this and once you have imported pandas, that is for data processing, what you can do, you can practice these questions. Like this is something that we got from GitHub. These are 50 practice questions on Northwind database. Like create a report that shows category name, description, create a report that shows contact name, company name, etc. from customers table. So this has very great questions, good questions for beginners. If you will solve these questions, then obviously you will get a lot of knowledge of SQL also, and you can try these questions on Python pandas also. So we will take any one question for example. So let's proceed. You have imported pandas, pip install MySQL connector. Then you have to import the MySQL connector as SQL. After importing the connector, you have to make your connection. And as I said, host, user, password, and database. These four things are what you will need. And sometimes you will need port also. So SQL.connect, first parameter, the name parameter is host, second is username, third is password, and fourth is database. So wherever your database is hosted, you have to call your server administrator and use the names. If you don't have anything, you can just use your local host. Okay. So from here, simply copy these things and paste it here. Once you will copy this, then your connection will be made. It is saying user is not correct, so we will correct it to user. So it is host, user, password, and database. Now the connection is established. That means from our remote MySQL Python pandas, we have connected ourselves to this. Now if you will do pd.read underscore SQL, this is how you can read any SQL query. Okay. And in pandas, in order to read different type of structured data like JSON, HTML table, SPSS, SQL table, or SQL query, you have read underscore commands. Okay. So you can simply type the read underscore SQL commands, and there you can use your MySQL commands. So let's say select a star from table, whatever table name it is. Okay. So we will simply use one by one. So what you have to do is write your table names here one by one. Okay. So let me fix it. Yeah. So here what we can do is we are simply copying all the column names. Okay. All the table names, sorry. And we will create these table names as connectors. So we will create the data frames. Like we will write categories is equal to read underscore SQL. Then you will write select star from categories. And the second parameter that you have to pass is your connection, because then only it will be able to understand. So if you move back, you can see we have written categories is equal to pt.read underscore SQL select star from categories comma connection. So this command will run in this connection, and this connection is connected to a database, which is trading database or Northwind database. So once it is connected, when and now let's start. So your connection will be established, and similarly, you will be able to see different tables. Similarly, you can create customers. Just replace customers with in your SQL command. And what we are doing here is every query will create a data frame. So by using the head method of data frame, we can select top 5 values. Okay. Similarly, we can create products. So you will write products.head. It will give you top 5 products in the same order as they are in the database. Okay. You are getting product ID, product name. So whatever you are seeing there, you will be able to see them here. Now, when you will run localhost, you will see the same things. Okay, whether you are using database, any type of database administrator, you will see the same things. Now here we will try to join these tables because it is a relational database. So in relational database, pandas.merge is a method that can help you join two different tables. So in pandas.merge, you have to provide the left table, right table, how you want to join. Okay. So let's move ahead. Here is the simple key. Let's move ahead. What we are going to do. So just write products.merge, and let's say we are merging products with category because category ID is the common column between them. So when you will do this and run, so these two tables will be merged, and we can call it prod_cat. So in prod_cat, you can select product ID, product name using two square brackets. You can select different number of columns. Okay, and so we can select whatever columns we need. And when you will run this, you will be able to see these columns. So earlier we did not have. Obviously, you have to write it in the correct way. In ID, both I and D are capital. Yeah, so here you can see. So basically earlier in your products table, only category ID was there. In your categories table, there was no column called product. So when we have merged them or joined them, now we can see both values. So this way you can simply use uh, pandas merge. You can use MySQL connector of pandas and try to you know analyze your SQL database. More related to this will be taught in upcoming lectures. So please subscribe to our channel to get more data analysis and data science videos like this.